The tests we face in life's journey are not to reveal our weakness, but to help us discover inner strength. I, Miss Poonam Jain, Assistant Professor, Department of IT, on behalf of Thakur College of Science and Commerce, like to extend a very warm welcome to all participants today. In the wake of this global COVID crisis, it is the only positivity and the will to go that will help us thrive and come out stronger than ever before. It is said that a good learner is one who turns a learning opportunity into an adventure. Let's hold that thought as we begin our today's adventure. The Information Infothon Conclave 2K20 on Skills and Talent Enhancement Program brought to you by IT Department, TCSC Mumbai in collaboration with IQSC. I would like I would request our Secretary Conclave, Ms. Josna Anthal, to come and give brief introduction about Conclave. Over to you, Josna ma'am.
The woods are dark and deep, but I have a promise to keep. Miles to go before I sleep, miles to go before I sleep. Good morning, everyone. This is Jyotsna Anthal, Secretary, International Infothin Conclave 2K20. Welcome you all. We are in the midway of our conclave. This is the second day of the conclave, and we are up for this particular day full of ideas and innovative thoughts. A long way to go for us in the quest of solution for the role of information technology into the fight against the COVID. I'm sure this conclave will play a pivotal role in generating awareness among the people about the role of information technology in the betterment of human approach to such challenging situation. I'm happy to share that we have 3,000 plus registered participants from across the globe in this conclave. So I'm sure all of you are going to have a very informative and fruitful session throughout the day. So wishing you all the very best and I have a great informative day. And I hope many of you would like to register for our next day's session. So tomorrow also we are having 3 more sessions to go. So those who are enrolled in the WhatsApp groups, please ensure you should go for the next 3 sessions also. So all the very best and have a great session ahead. Over to you, Poonam.
Thank you, ma'am. It may be privileged to be association with Thakur College, one of the leading institute of the country, but it's definitely not a small task to heading it, especially in these difficult times. Our vice principal, Mr. Sachin Kamli, is one of the key people who make sure our journey through such troubled time is smooth. Sir, please address our participant and share some insight about today's session. Over to you, Sachin sir.
Very good morning and warm welcome to all. On behalf of Thakur College of Science and Commerce, I take immense pleasure to invite Mr. Pranav Shastri as speaker of our conclave. I also welcome all the delegate participants for the session hosted by Department of Information Technology and International Infothon Conclave, a skill talent enhancement program on the topic robotics process automation hands on UI path. To begin with, Thakur College of Science and Commerce Autonomous is the largest accredited institution in Maharashtra with glorious achievements in the field of academics, sports, research, and extra co-curricular activities. TCS is a relatively young institute established in 1992. Thakur College has successfully completed the third cycle of NAAC and was awarded with A grade. It is a matter of great pride for Thakur College as it has been conferred the Best College Award for the academic year 2018-2019 by University of Mumbai. As per Education World Magazine, April 2020, India top ranked private autonomous college league table, TCSE secured 55th rank in India, 15th rank in Maharashtra, and 13th rank in Mumbai. Among the top autonomous college, private autonomous college category, in a survey done by Education World Magazine, New Delhi, TCSE has featured as one of the top 10 educational institutions across India in the annual copybook Edu Premium by the Times Group for implementing innovative ideas in the field of education. We have more than 14,000 students enrolled with us, 225 teaching staff and 150 non-teaching staff With more than 22 departments having undergraduate and postgraduate sections, the college is committed to provide quality education which is reflected in its state-of-art infrastructure, well-stocked library, closely monitored administration, and excellent academic ambience. It also has a full-fledged research and development center that gives the students and teachers an exclusive area to engage in research activities. We also encourage incubation and startup projects and have centers of excellence for the Learn and Earn program. The IQAC Internal Quality Assurance Committee of the college, chaired by Dr. Santosh Singh, looks in quality, sustenance, and enhancement by continuous progression in adding new programs, industry-oriented conferences, seminars, and various capacity development initiatives. IQAC is always instrumental to suggest quality initiatives and pursue the same to set benchmark in quest of excellence. Today, when the world is facing difficult situation of COVID-19, IQAC of ECAC is taking initiative to provide a global platform through this international conclave of various advanced technological sectors and stakeholders of academia to come together as a part of our skill and talent enhancement program. I take pride to welcome all for the session today. Over to you, Punam.
Thank you, Sachin sir. With that, I would like to begin our first session for the day and introduce our first speaker. Mr. Pranav Sastry, Director Sastry Programming Private Limited and founder of a programming Vista Mumbai. He's having total 15 years of experience in IT industry and teaching. He's a corporate trainer. He's also a technical trainer of Bombay Stock Exchange. His area of specialization is Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, blockchain development, and robotic process automation. Before Sir take this session, I just want to tell some of the participants a rule. Please keep your video on off mode. Put your questions on a chat box. We will be taking few questions based on the time constraint. Over to you, Sastry sir.
Very good morning, everyone. Very good morning, Kamli sir, Santosh sir, all of the audience here. Uh, a very warm welcome that I got from all of you right now. So let's start with the session. As ma'am said, you all can keep the videos off, the mics on mute, and as and when you have any doubts, you can ping on the chat. So in today's session, I'll just give you a brief idea of what all we would be covering. In a quick gist, we would be talking about this new technology RPA, which is currently taking over a lot of things all across the globe. It's not just a phenomenon that is happening in India or in US or in Europe. It is happening all across. I have certain web links also open. I'll show them to you as well. And then I don't want this session to be entirely theoretical. So I will demonstrate to you that how a robot is actually built. So we'll try taking it hands-on. But before we get into the hands-on part, let's understand what exactly is RPA and how AI and RPA are connected. How are they connected? उन दोनों में क्या connections है, we'll understand. So first of all, this term of AI, we all have heard this quite a lot. हम हर जगह सुनते हैं, इसकी हर जगह बात होती है that AI है, AI है, AI है. But what exactly does AI mean? Excuse me. What exactly does AI mean? Now, if you look at it, the machines that we work on, they are not intelligent. They can never be intelligent. But what is AI? It is just a replication of human intelligence. Now, we all believe we are intelligent. हम लोग को लगता है हम सब intelligent है. Yes or no? Please message in the chat. Do you feel you're intelligent? I feel I am. I feel I am intelligent, and I feel all humans are. It is just that the domain is different. So probably I may be intelligent in RPA, but I may not be that intelligent in, say, art. I may be intelligent in, say, technology. I may not be that intelligent, say, in cooking. So the domain differs, but inherently we are intelligent beings. So intelligence hota kya hai? Kya hai ye intelligence? Simple words, intelligence is experience. Since our childhood, we have gained certain experiences, ये करना चाहिए, ये नहीं करना चाहिए, ऐसा होना चाहिए, ऐसा नहीं होना चाहिए. There are different ways, there are different paths in learning how to get intelligent and how a brain develops. I don't want to get into the machine learning part of it. So बहुत सारे तरीके हैं intelligent होने के, but since our childhood, we have had a lot of experiences. Machines, this system or your cell phone or any of the machines that we have, they have not had so many, you can say they don't have experiences. The reason for that is they have a very short time span. So for example, my laptop is there. This laptop may survive for like 3-4 years, not more than that. My mobile phone these days, the life is very small. So the mobile may survive for a year, 2 years. फिर कुछ नया mobile आ जाएगा, we'll go and buy that. So if you look at the time frame that these devices have, it's very small, insignificant as compared to ours. So how will they get intelligent? We can't give them experience. The good thing is we can give them data. Now this concept of AI, it's a very old concept. अगर आप इसकी history देखोगे, it is a very, very old concept. It was coined, I think, in the 1950s or 1960s, but it did not start developing significantly till the early 1900s and the early 2000, late 1900s. Simple reason for that, data नहीं था, and secondly, machines were not that powerful. मशीन इतने पावरफुल नहीं थे कि वो इतना जल्दी प्रोसेसिंग कर पाए. और दूसरा, अगर पावरफुल है तो डेटा नहीं है. राइट नाउ यू आर सिटिंग इन वन ऑफ द बिगेस्ट बूम्स in terms of data and in terms of processing power, because of which the machines have become intelligent. How? They are processing huge chunks of data every second, every minute. Right now, our entire system is online. Okay, Zoom hai, YouTube hai, etc. Everything is being processed and being heard by these machines. They know what we are doing. You must have heard about the application called TikTok. Okay, it is one of the best applications in terms of AI, not in terms of the content. Let's not get into that. Content के बारे में हम बात नहीं कर रहे, but उसके पीछे जो technology है, the machine learning and the AI part, it is one of the best applications. So that is the reason why it is prominently accepted. It has become the #1 social media app of the world. पूरी दुनिया में सबसे ज्यादा लोग करते हैं कुछ तो TikTok करते हैं. Why? Because it uses AI. So these machines have become powerful, they have data. But with AI, people get scared. Okay, if you look at the scenario right now, under these circumstances, COVID hai, bimari fail rahi hai, people are dying, economy is slowing down. So there are a lot of scary things. I don't want to get into all of that, but I'll just give you one small thing that the International Health Organization, the international uh, organization who keeps track of all of these things, has told us that approximately 195 million jobs will be lost during this era. Okay, but this threat of losing job, it's not something that just came with COVID आने के पहले भी people were scared. They were scared about this term AI. Why? Because of this term AI, there was a lot of jobs that were being lost. Okay, so I'll just give you some idea about it. So some experts said that, okay, these 5 jobs will be lost by 2030. So because of AI, a lot of jobs are being replaced. Obviously, they are supposed to be replaced. अगर कोई job है जिसमें ज़्यादा दिमाग नहीं लगाना पड़ता, if there is a job wherein I don't need to apply brains much, obviously it is supposed to go, and I am an intelligent being. I am supposed to apply my intelligence, my talent somewhere which is relevant. So here they have mentioned 5 sectors. Okay, one of them is bookkeeping and clerks. Another one is location-based jobs like delivery and all of those things. Another one, market research analyst, retail workers. You imagine software developers are also at stress. Software developers के jobs भी जा सकते हैं. Why? Because now this technology, AI, is capable of developing programs. So there is a lot of scare. बहुत लोग इसका oppose कर रहे हैं. If you have seen history, there has always been an opposition if there is a paradigm shift. अगर किसी technology wise या किसी चीज wise कुछ change हो रहा है, तो लोग अपोज करते हैं, they oppose it. Why? Because we have inertia. We want to stay where we are. We don't like change. मुझे कोई बोले अपना फुल टाइम जॉब छोड़ो और ये एक नया बिजनेस ट्राई करना है, ये करना है, वुड वी गो फॉर दैट? नो, वी वुड नॉट go for that. Why? We like inertia, we like staying where we are, we don't like change, and that's what is getting displaced here. So every time there is a paradigm shift. Now if you know, we are sitting in the fourth industrial revolution right now. This is called as industry 4.0. What is industry? यहाँ पे ऊपर भी एक slide में mention किया हुआ है. See, industry 4.0. What is industry 4.0? It is a combination of machine learning, AI, blockchain. Yesterday we had a session on blockchain. So all of this together is industry 4.0. So that is industrial revolution number 4. 4 industrial revolution, चौथा वाला चल रहा है, 3 हो चुके हैं. And at every industrial revolution, there has been a paradigm shift. In the first, we shifted from the normal manpower to steam. In the first industrial revolution, steam was discovered. Steam engines aa gaye, steam powered machines aa gayi, everything changed. So the people opposed. Why? What are we going to do? How are we going to function? Mera job chala jayega, main kaam kya karunga? Please start learning new skills. Second industrial revolution, electricity was discovered. Electric engines came in, electric motors came in, electric machinery came in. Again, people started getting scared. What will I do? What job will I do? Third industrial revolution, computers started, internet came in, automation started in. So all of these things started on a lower scale. Again, people opposed. So every time there is such a shift, people are with it, people are opposing it. Why? Jobs जा रहे, लोग क्या करेंगे? But if you may know what exactly is happening is, AI is not going to kill all the jobs, but it is also going to get new ones. आपको क्या करना है? आपको खाली अपना टेक्नोलॉजी शिफ्ट करना है. All you have to do is you have to change your skill set. अगर आप कुछ काम पहले कर रहे थे जो बहुत ही मैनुअल था, जिसमें ज्यादा इंटेलिजेंस नहीं लग रहा था, you have to change yourself, you have to work on yourself, and you have to migrate, you have to get a new skill set wherein you are able to use your new skills. You have to focus on that. You can't sit crying that, oh my God, my job is going. Right now, you might have heard that in the US and all of the other places abroad, there is something called as an autonomous truck drivers, wherein वो truck पूरा automatic है. All you have to do is, suppose if I am a manufacturer and I have to transport a piece of equipment or whatever I manufacture from my factory to a distributor, I don't need to call the logistics company. मैं खाली वो application पे एक truck book कर दूंगा, like we book Uber, okay? Like that, we can book it on the app. The truck will come to my place, मेरे factory पे आएगा. Automatically, I will have someone who will load the stuff in the truck. जो भी मेरा inventory है, वो truck के अंदर load किया जाए, and then the truck automatically, with no human, no driver, nothing at all, it will start from my particular place, go to the distributor and drop it there. Imagine, no human error, no accidents, no breaks, no delays, nothing. Why is the technology not being accepted that way? अब ये जो drivers बनाने का जो mission था, this autonomous trucks, this started off around 8 to 10 years back. 10 साल पहले चालू हो गया. Everyone knew about it. That boss, in the near future, these trucks are going to be there. What did the drivers do? जो truck driver है उन्होंने क्या किया? We'll see. देखेंगे. Inertia. Changes अच्छे नहीं लगते हमको. Now, what are these drivers doing? वो हाथ में banner लेके protest कर रहे हैं. Why? We don't want to lose our job. Excuse me, you had 8 years. You could have got a new skill. And trust me, ये खाली आज की बात नहीं है. In the future also, it's going to happen. It's going to keep on happening. So what you have to do, you have to upgrade your skill set. Now this article here, it says AI is supposed to create 58 million new jobs by 2022. excuse me, if you read it carefully, this fellow has highlighted reports. You can see the mention of the World Economic Forum, wherein a lot of people are trying to scare you by such articles that a lot of jobs will be lost. Okay, specifically the politicians, specifically the people who can benefit out of all of these things. They want different benefits out of you. They will really scare you that, boss, your job is going, this company is taking over, this is happening, that is happening. And trust me, a lot of companies these days, like Amazon, all the inventory management companies, they have started using robots. Why will they not? रोबोट को सैलरी नहीं देना पड़ता, रोबोट लंच ब्रेक कुछ रिसेस नहीं लेता, रोबोट आलस नहीं करता. It's just a continuous process. They can keep on doing the job 24/7. A lot of places right now, a lot of stuff, groceries, packaged food, everything is being manufactured by robots. Robot manufacture kar rahe hain. That is the reason why they are operational, because we all humans, we are locked down and the robots are continuously working. So why not? But they argue, nahi, job jayega. So then they have come up with a beautiful solution. Okay, not really beautiful, but I feel it's a little sarcastically beautiful. What have they done? They have said, we will tax the robot. So there is something called as a robot tax that has come up. Now, what does the robot tax do? Simply, the companies who have robots in their system, so वो सारी companies जिसके अंदर robots use होते हैं, they are going to tax those companies higher. So those companies are going to get taxed further under the name of robot tax. And why are these governments taxing them? Okay, why is this robot tax being included? By the way, if you all don't know, a lot of Walmarts now use self kiosk, self check-in checkout kiosk, completely robotic. A lot of restaurants, I don't know if you know, Dubai and all those places, they have such robots which will come and take your order. They will get the food for you. आपका order भी लेके जाएंगे, आपको खाना भी लाके देंगे. Everything done by a robot. More efficient, cleaner, hygienic, and more comprehensive. It's perfect. And because of this, the companies are getting taxed higher. Now someone asked the politicians, so what are you going to do with this robot tax? You know what they said? They have come up with a beautiful idea. They call it the UBI. If you don't know, please Google it. क्या होता है उसका मतलब? It is called as Universal Basic Income. अर्थात हर उस व्यक्ति को वो लोग पैसे देंगे who is unemployed. So technically, what they are saying is, boss, you please be lazy. आप सब lazy रहो, आप कुछ काम मत करो, हम आपको पैसा देंगे. That's the major plan. They don't promote skill development. They don't want you to learn. But what are they doing? They are giving you money to stay lazy, to not learn. Okay, a lot of countries right now, if you see, there is a candidate in the US by the name Andrew Yang. He is promoting UBI. European countries are promoting UBI, but that technically would not help anyone. In India also, they are pursuing to draft a robot tax. They are getting into this. But frankly speaking, why do you want to get into this? Okay, we are here to understand how these things work, and we all are here standing united in the support of the paradigm shift, in support of the change of the technology, and we will get skilled. So I believe with this notion, we need to get into something which is called as RPA. Now, this is another article that I came across in which it is stating that 15 proven facts why AI will create more jobs. Obviously, अगर robot काम कर रहा है, वो robot को बनाएगा कौन? वो robot को monitor कौन करेगा? वो robot का maintenance कौन करेगा? Who is going to take care of switching on and off that robot? We are. That's why we don't have to do stupid things. We are intelligent beings. We are supposed to do intelligent things. That's why जो भी छोटा मोटा काम होता है, we give it to the robot. कपड़े धोने, मशीन धोएगा. कुछ खाना पकाना है माइक्रोवेव पकाएगा, ओके, घर साफ करना है वैक्यूम क्लीनर करेगा. We don't have to do those jobs. We are intelligent beings. But in India, we have a lot of manpower. That's why we suggest that you should not have much automation, but obviously you cannot restrict it. This is the future. Now here today we are to discuss a specific automation which is called as a robotic process automation. Now what is this term? Why robotic, why process, and why automation? There are a lot of processes that we as humans do in any industry. कोई भी industry होती है, हम बहुत सारे processes run करते हैं. Okay, like for example, if I take a company, let's take college. Okay, Thakur College. Santosh sir, the vice principal sir, they all know how difficult it is to manage all of these things. Forget about the college. Just take one event like this that you are in. It is not an easy task. An entire team of 15-20 people is continuously working on this. It is not easy. Similarly, in any industry you go, there are a lot of tasks. So what RPA does is, it takes all of those tasks, सारे task ले लेते हैं, और उसमें से जो process हमको ऐसे लगता है कि this is just repetitive, this does not require much intelligence, okay, this can be done by a machine, we automate it. That's why robotically we are automating certain processes. That's why RPA. All right. Now it is not that it got developed all of a sudden. It didn't start off directly like RPA. It started off with traditional scripting. There was slight automation. Some programs were there. It was structured, but yet not, that great. Went ahead, robotic automation. So there was specific hardwired robot. Hardwired robot मतलब आपने फोटोज वगैरह में देखा होगा, मशीनरीज देखी होंगी, लाइक कार असेंबली, मारुति के बड़े बड़े प्लांट होते हैं, मारुति, BMW, all of these cars. So they have robots there which pick up the parts, bring it and attach it to the car. Bottling centers होते हैं, जैसे कोको कोला या इन सब के bottles निकलते हैं, so they fill up the bottle, they put the cap. वहाँ पे humans नहीं होते, we don't stand and we don't put it. A lot of places those say medicines that come in the bottle, or medicine 100 capsules hai ya kuch, so there's no human standing and counting 1 2 3 4. No, it is, everything is done automatically. So those are robotic automations wherein a physical robot is there and he, it's like the moving hand or something. That's how that is automated. And now this is called as cognitive automation. So cognitive ka matlab ye hai that it is thinking, viewing, understanding what is going on the screen, and from that some automation is happening. I'll show you a live demonstration. You will be able to understand how it works. But where all can it be applied? It has all of these benefits: accuracy, reliability, consistency, etc., etc. Obviously, it's a machine. It is supposed to do all of these things. If it does not do all of these things, we would not make it. Okay, we are smart people. So ये सारे उसके advantages है, but इसको apply कहाँ करेंगे? All of these sectors. You can apply it in customer service. For example, you call some call center, Vodafone or Jio, whatever. So there's a machine answering. There's a machine answering. Just excuse me. So sorry. So when you call such call centers, so there are machines answering your calls. They give you options on the phone. You can just press anything and you can get it. Supply chain management. I told you in supply chain management, record keeping is there. All of those tasks are there. उसमें बहुत मगजमारी होता है. That is there. Human resource management. Human resource management. Again, there are a lot of tasks in a company. You go. What person is allocated what job? Is he or she doing that job? Is he or she supposed to be promoted or demoted? Or we need to throw him out? Or we need to get a replacement? Everything. Again, healthcare. What medicines are you taking? Why are you taking it? Are they relevant? Are they important? What doctor should you go for? All of those can be done using RPA. Financial services. In the finance industry, what stock are you trading? Where is your finance? What is your balance sheet? Does your portfolio need balancing? All of that, financial services. Accounting, again, all of the accounting things that are done, which a CA does, that can be automated using this powerful technology. If you look at the adoption, 2018 adoption and 2020 adoption, there is a change. This technology now has become pretty mature. It has grown with billions of dollars being invested in this technology. हर जगह use हो रही है. Probably you and I, we don't know it, we have not seen it, but trust me, even in India, a lot of people are losing their jobs. Why? Because they don't have the skill set. They don't know about how to run RPA algorithms or RPA programs. And it's not difficult. It's very easy. I'll show you a live demonstration today, right now. So if you look at this, they have just identified 2018 में scenario क्या था, 2020 में scenario क्या है. In 2018, major players in this field were in the early stage. अगर आप देखोगे, early stage 17-25%, intermediate stage around 31%. So major players were in the early stage, and some players, if you look, only 27% were in the advanced phase. In 2020, more than 50% players are in advanced stage. Now you imagine, what do you want to do? You imagine where you want to place yourself. You want to place yourself in these 54-56% people, or you want to place in those 27 people, or you just want to be out of this entirely. It's your call. So I'm not trying to scare you or trying to put some doubt in yourself, but I'm just trying to say time is changing, technology is changing, the skill set that you require is changing. So you have to adjust yourself with it. अगर आप अपना skill technology के साथ align नहीं करेंगे, so today, tomorrow, later on, probably you might be in a stressful situation. That's all I'm trying to say here. In India, if you see, look at the growth trajectory. Look at how fast it is growing. Okay, if you look at it, India, we are one of the topmost, the takers of this technology. See, I'll tell you a very clear fact. India is the future. India is the country that is going to dominate for a lot of reasons. One reason, we have a lot of gold in the country. Fiat currencies are going down. Dollar bolo, euro bolo, INR bolo, everything is going to go down. But Indians, we love gold. So we have a very strong hold on gold. Secondly, we are one of the youngest countries in the world. If you look at the demography, all the countries, USA, China, Japan, Russia, Germany, in sub ki average age of these countries is above 45. Japan is above 55. In the next 5 to 10 years, where 2 billion people are going to retire, majority are going to be from those countries. India has an average age of around 37. In the next 5 years also, it's going to be, I think it has around 32 right now. In the next 5 to 8 years, it's going to be around 37. Imagine, we are the powerhouse of the world, and we are therefore adopting new technology. So it's really great that we are getting into it, right? So India, you can see, we are the top adopters of these technologies. And where is this technology being adopted? See, I have formulated, like I have gathered all of these pictures from different websites. I'll be sharing the links with you as well, so don't worry. So if you look at this, there are different sectors. There is bank and FS, financial sector. There is retail. There is travel, hospitality, public sector, insurance, healthcare, telecom, manufacturing, energy. किस किस में टास्क ऑटोमेशन जरूरी है, किस में प्रोसेस का ऑटोमेशन जरूरी है, किस में बिजनेस ट्रांसफॉर्मेशन जरूरी है. Everywhere RPA is getting adopted. RPA is the next big thing. Okay, so this is an index that I showed yesterday also, because we had a session on blockchain, and number 1 is blockchain. But if you see, number 4 is RPA, and it has been rising. Okay, number 10 is again robotic engineer. So you can see these things, these technology wise, and trust me guys, ऐसा नहीं है कि IT वाला हूं तो मेरे को ये चाहिए. No, not at all. It's not only that if you are a computer science graduate, you are an engineer, you are a BSc IT, BSc comms guy, you need to know. No, RPA is and can be known by anyone and everyone. Everyone. Okay, I'll show you why. I'll quickly demonstrate what RPA is and how it works. I have a virtual machine set up on my system. This is a Windows machine. We have UiPath for Windows. I'll just run. I have a bot live with me. I'll run it and I'll show it to you how it functions. So the software that we are using is UiPath. Uh, while it's loading, guys, in case if you have any queries also, you can ask. So by the time this is loading, we can also not waste time and figure out the queries also. Yeah, it's UiPath. There are a lot of players in this market. UiPath is one. Automation Anywhere is another one. Then there are different small players also. Blue Prism is another big one. Then there are small players like Datamatics and a lot of others are also there. So, okay, UiPath is opening. Okay, how AI and machine learning? Just a moment. How AI and machine learning are related to each other. See, AI is a very big umbrella. In that, machine learning is a part. So, how do you get intelligent? When you learn, when you understand. All right. So, AI is the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is to become intelligent. But how will you go there? How will you reach there? Is by machine learning. So, when you learn, you become intelligent. So, that's what the relation between that is. Kindly suggest free simulators available for this is a free software. If you see RPA, UiPath is a free software. Definitely we can connect after the session. Okay. So why we require UiPath? Because there is a robot that I had developed earlier. I'll just run it and show it to you how the running of it looks like, and then I would show you how to develop it also. तो एक बार आप run करके मैं दिखा देता हूँ कैसा दिखता है, and then मैं एक नया process निकाल के आपको develop करके दिखाऊंगा, so that you see that it is a very easy thing. You know, it's not very difficult. It's not something that only IT people can do it. खाली टेक्निकल लोग करे जरूरी नहीं है. Anyone and everyone can do it. Any version of UI? No, nothing specific. You can just download the latest one. Not a big deal. AI is one of the emerging technology of cloud computing, right? Not exactly. These are two different genres. Very different. Cloud computing is basically everything that is online. You use online information, you use online drives, you use online softwares like SaaS and all of those. In fact, UiPath also has a online tool, so you can directly use that online tool for UiPath. So they are very different, they're not similar. Can face recognition be used as a future predict what and how a particular person going to act? I really don't understand the question entirely, but as per what I've understood, AI is definitely involved, and face recognition is definitely going to be there in the future. It is there right now also, and if you see, a lot of things use face recognition, like your phones and all also are started using that. So yeah, it's there. It's going to be there. Okay, so we'll stop for the questions for a bit. I'll just show you how this robot gets deployed, and then I'll actually make one in front of you, something similar, and I'll show it to you. So I'm just running it. The robot is ready. I had created it earlier. मैं आपको create करके भी दिखा दूंगा. Don't worry about it. So see, now I'm not touching anything. It will happen automatically. My hands are here. You know, there's no magic here. Now we'll have to type in the city. So what I have done is I have developed a robot. Any city you type in here, वो क्या करेगा? वो इंटरनेट पे जाएगा, वो सिटी डिटेल्स देगा और आपको सजेशन देगा. Right now I've kept it very simple, but you can make it more complex if you want. So right now I just enter the name of the city. So let's enter a city, say Delhi. Let's enter the city called Delhi, because Delhi में I think hailstorm या कुछ हुआ था अभी recently. Let's see weather forecast क्या बताता है. Now see, my hands are here. You'll see what the robot is doing. Okay, I'm deliberately keeping my hands here. So it opens a browser. It goes to google.com. It can go to any website you want. Okay, your call. You can take it anywhere you want. Google is taking time. Okay. Come on. Yeah, finally, I think it's opening up. Okay, see, Google is opened up now. Okay. Uh, Something went wrong, I guess. Yeah, okay. So because Google took so much time, our robot has stopped. No worries, we'll run it again. I don't know why Google took so much time. Shouldn't have. Generally, it opens faster. We'll keep it open for the time being. Let's see. It'll ask. See, again, it's asking for the city. Uh, Probably Delhi is not that lucky for us. So we'll change Delhi. Let's say Shimla. Hopefully Shimla works fine. Again, my hands are in front of you all. It'll open the browser. It'll go to Google. Google, please load in time. Again, Google is taking time. I don't know why. My voice is audible, right? I am not breaking up. Is it?
Yes, it's very much audible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. So Google has opened up, but I think okay, again, there is a runtime issue here. So because Google is taking some time to open up, this is crashing. So technically, the slow internet is responsible for this. Just it's not even refreshing. So technically, what is supposed to happen is it is supposed to type in the name of the city here. Along with it, it is supposed to type in the weather forecast, and it is supposed to uh, capture the information from the site, and it is supposed to display it. Let's try running it the one last time. If it runs, great. If in case if it does not run, I'll just show you how to make it directly so that we can proceed with the session. I don't want to waste time. So probably because Zoom is taking up some of the bandwidth here. Not a big deal. And another problem is these systems work only on Windows, because technically MacBook like Apple does not give them support. Okay, so there's some issue again. City, say again, we'll go with Shimla. Hopefully Google opens in time right now. It's again taking time. The robot is running, but okay, there's some issue. Anyways, so I'll just show it to you how to actually develop and deploy it. The robot here is doing a little mischief. I don't want to waste time here. So we'll just stop the robot here and I'll show you how to create a new robot. Just skip it. Okay. So how do you create? So this is the UiPath interface. You simply directly start with creating a new process. I want to automate a process. I directly create a new process. Here you can name it So say, let's name it Akur College webinar. Okay, so we'll say create. Everything happens on the back end. We don't need to worry at all. Every dependency and everything is created automatically, and it will just get everything ready, and it will load it for me here. So we don't need to worry about it. DBA is used in RPA. Not exactly. Database administrator is not used in RPA. Typical problem with RPA is the rigidity of the process and dependency. Sensitivity of applications or systems are that are being automated. So how are they gonna tackle that? That's what I told you. Like this is difficult to handle all of those things. Right now, also, if you see, I am running a virtual box on my MacBook. So on top of my Apple OS, I am running Windows, and that's how I'm running UiPath, because UiPath is not available for Apple. Obviously, Apple does not allow the softwares to be handled by it, so that's why. So here you can see on the left side there's a project explorer. We will do everything in this main XML file. So here you can see this XML file has opened up. I'll just close the chatbot, the chat box for now. I'll just demonstrate this and then we'll get back to the questions. So in this, what you have to do is, first, if you see, what was happening was there was a box popping up. So it is an activity that is supposed to be used for, and in the activity you can search whatever activity you want. So right now I want an input dialog box. So I just type input and you can see that there is an input dialog box. I just drag it here, click on it, and I drag it here. I leave it here. So it is suggesting that, okay, this is a sequence and you are taking an input. So this is basically the title of the input box that you are using. So I'll just give it a title that it is my question. And here, basically, what question are you asking? So I can ask any question. So like I am asking, let's ask again, which city would you like to travel? Okay, so this is the question that I am supposed to ask. Now, this answer that the user gives, it's supposed to be stored somewhere. वो जो user देगा, वो कहीं store करना पड़ेगा. तो उसके लिए हम एक variable यहाँ बना लेते हैं. We can make a variable here. So let's create a variable. The variable can be the city name that the user gives. कौन से type का variable है? You can keep it string, but I am keeping it as a generic variable. Okay, it's not showing generic. Okay, we'll keep it as a string. And then once this is taken, what is the next task? The next task is the browser. Okay, so I want to open a browser. So you can just again click it, drag it below this. So here it will open. What URL you want to open? कौन सा URL आपको चाहिए? So I want google.com. Okay, so google.com खुलना चाहिए, and then it's showing some error here. These blue symbols are that they are errors. क्यों error बता रहा है? Because if you go in the properties here, यहाँ पे it does not know what browser to choose from. So it can choose an Internet Explorer, Firefox. So we'll just go with Chrome. So we want to choose Chrome. Just open it. Okay, so now you can see that the error must have been resolved. Just click on properties. Okay, the error is gone. Now the next thing that we want to do is we want to type this city name. हमको गूगल में टाइप करना है. अच्छा, अगर इसको आप टेस्ट करना चाहते हो तो इतना आप इसको रन करके देख सकते हो. So it will check the validity and everything, and it will just run it. So it's asking you which city you want to travel. So here, okay, the city that I want to travel, say Lake City, and I press enter. So it should open the browser, which it opened, and it should go to google.com. So it is going to google.com. Again, it's taking some time. Okay, so probably because of the video, just let's try with this. I'll just switch off the video for a moment and let's see if then the bandwidth is, reduced, if it happens faster. So probably with the video not there, probably it will happen faster. So till now it's working great. So we've opened Google. Now, if you see, the robot is done. Okay, so again it's giving an error. Hopefully it should not stay next time. Now the next thing is that we want to type the input into our search bar. Okay, so it's simply type into. See, it's this easy and you just drag it in the browser. अब ये पूछेगा indicate the element inside the browser. आपको कहाँ पे input type करनी है? So you just click on this, the browser will open और ये पूछेगा कहाँ पे type करनी है. We want to type it in the search bar here. So you just click here and it will take there. अब वो पूछेगा आपको क्या इनपुट टाइप करनी, तो यू हैव टू टाइप इन हियर. सो वी कैन सिंपली से सिटी नेम, बट वी डोंट वांट टू टाइप ओनली द सिटी नेम, वी वांट टू नो द weather forecast of it. Okay, so with this the weather forecast will be typed in inside uh, the search bar basically. All right, so इतना हो जाना चाहिए. And then when you want to press enter, then what? Okay, then if you want to press enter, then there is something called as send hotkey. So send hotkey, simply what it does is it presses any key that you want. So ये type होने के बाद हमको एक key press करनी है. कौन सी key press करनी है? I want to press enter. See, enter है यहाँ पे. Okay, so I'll just save it and I'll try running it again. Hopefully with the video off, it should run. It's asking me for the city name. Okay, so the city name, say I'll give Mumbai. Okay, and I'll say okay, and it will open a browser. It will go to Google. Okay, it's happening faster, great. And now it will type the, okay, the city did not turn up. Somehow the city name also was supposed to be typed, but that did not come up. Okay, so there's some issue here. So what we'll do, we'll create another variable. I think the variable is giving an issue. Control K and city. I'll just say city. Okay, and I'll just delete this variable. Okay, now it'll give an error here obviously because यहाँ पे उसको city name नहीं मिल रहा है. So we'll just restructure it to city. Okay, so now it should work fine, but I'll just complete it because we are running a little low on time. Santosh sir, I'll just take another 15 minutes. I hope that's not a problem.
That's fine. That's all fine, Pranav.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. So the next thing is we want to get some text. Okay, so I'll just drag get full text. Again, I want it in the browser after this thing is sent. So now what we'll do, we'll manually get the browser ready so that the UI path knows weather forecast kiska chahiye. So suppose I say Mumbai weather forecast spelling गड़बड़ है. Okay, so technically now what I will tell UI path is के boss ये जो 33 degrees दिख रहा है तुमको ये और जो partly cloudy दिख रहा है ये दो चीज आपको extract करनी है. तो वो कैसे करना है, यहाँ पे खाली इसको क्लिक करना है और ये यहाँ पे क्लिक करोगे ये ब्राउजर पे ले आएगा. तो उसको बता दो कि 33 डिग्रीज लेके आना है और लेके आके कहाँ पे रखना है. तो इसको क्लिक करके अगर आप प्रॉपर्टीज पे क्लिक करेंगे तो वहां पे it will ask for you that you want to give the output where. So suppose we make a new variable here, we say temperature, temp. Okay, so this is the temperature, but now we also want the conditions there. Okay, we also want the conditions, so we again will take another get full text. इसी के नीचे हम लोग drag कर देंगे and here again we'll indicate the element in the browser and now we want this one partly cloudy. So ये यहाँ पे आ गया partly cloudy, but again ये store कहाँ पे करना है, variable. So you just click on this and go to properties. Again, you create a new variable here, say say condition. All right, so the condition is there here. So now let's अच्छा, अब हमको दिखेगा कहाँ? So what we'll do is, there is a way to find it out. There is something called as a message box. Okay, message spelling, message box. See, here it is. So ये message box में, now this I will not keep it inside the browser, I'll keep it outside the browser. ये browser वाला part था, ये browser के बाहर का part है, तो I'll keep it outside. And इसके अंदर जो भी data हमने scan किया है browser पर से, I'll just display that. So I'll just say inverted commas, hi, you are traveling to what? You're traveling to particular city, जो हमारा variable है. Okay, यहाँ पे प्लस साइन आएगा because we want both of them to join. Concatenation के लिए हम इसको यूज करते हैं. Again, you need a plus sign. Where the temperature is, and यहाँ पे जो हमारा variable है temp. Now see, we are not able to see that variable because there is something called as a scope. मतलब वो जो variable है ना, वो हमने यहाँ पे बनाया है. See, temp और condition. तो हमको उसके बाहर दिख ही नहीं रहा है, तो उसके बाहर देखने के लिए हमको उसका स्कोप चेंज करना पड़ेगा, मतलब उसकी विजिबिलिटी के भाई साहब ये बाहर भी हमको दिखना चाहिए. वी आर सपोज्ड टू व्यू इट आउटसाइड एज वेल. सो वी जस्ट चेंज द स्कोप एंड देन वी टाइप इन हियर वेयर द टेम्परेचर इज. नाउ सी, इट्स विजिबल temp and the condition is plus, and now the other variable is also visible, condition. Okay, there was a spelling mistake, I think here. See, ये forecast में एक spelling mistake था, so we'll just correct it also. All right, so this robot more or less is ready. So now when we run this file, okay, this is a very simple task though. You know, we don't have to obviously replicate such task. Okay, there is some error here. Let's check out what the error is. Validation error. अच्छा, इसके अंदर सी मैसेज बॉक्स में कुछ तो एरर है. We'll just check it out. What is the error? Okay, there's some error in this statement. Condition is okay. See, I forgot the plus sign here. Okay, so now it's gone. The error is gone. So कभी-कभी error करना भी अच्छा होता है. You realize a lot of things. Okay, and now I'm not touching, I'm not switching the video on because again this will get slow. I'll just enter the details of the city. Suppose we enter say London. Okay, London is a city. So I just pressed OK. It's going to Google. It is opening Google. It's going to type something. I'm not typing it. You all can't hear my keyboard, I guess. Now see, it is extracting the details from here and it should display a message box. Exactly. So I guess everything's clear now. This is how robotics RPA is done. Technically, I wanted to show a bigger procedure, but because of the time constraint, we couldn't go much ahead. But this is the basic gist of it. Now, why is why are we talking about it? Why is it important and all of those things? Because RPA is one of the top job sectors right now. If you look at it, RPA is in the list of the top job sectors. Now, these are all the articles that I have put in my the presentation. So this is again a website that I showed yesterday also. It is Upwork, UPWORK. यहाँ पे आप freelancing jobs के लिए list कर सकते हो अपने आप को. You can get a lot of jobs, very easy to get. So I have identified some RPA profiles here. Okay, these are all Indian profiles. The profiles abroad get much more than these Indian profiles, right? These profiles, just look at their hourly charges, the hourly remuneration. $40 per hour, $60 per hour. And technically, it's not that, they're just putting it up and no one's hiring them. See, this fellow has already got $200 per hour already. Okay, so he's worked on this much. So if you look at it, one of the very prominent technologies is RPA. And if you look at it, how much money has been infused in the markets, I'll just show you. There was one article wherein they showed the amount that you see. The enterprise adoption of RPA doubles in 18 and will reach $2.5 billion by 2020. So in spite of right now being in a lockdown state, we all are all locked up. But in spite of that, RPA, one of the most prominent technologies, and that it is the future. All right. So more or less, yeah, I am towards the end of my session, but I'll just pick up some questions that are there here. How many days take to learn RPA? With age technical right age. Now I didn't understand more or less your question, but I am getting the gist of it. It doesn't take much time. In fact, we at Programming Fiesta, we have our courses online, wherein in 12 hours, we train students and professionals in UiPath. So in our courses, basically what we do, we give hands-on experience. Like right now, I developed a robot with you. It's kind of an online course right now because of the constrained environment. And you can check out our social media feeds. You can go to Instagram, Facebook, or LinkedIn. We are there all across, so you can check it out. But yeah, it doesn't take much. Okay, it doesn't take much. You can learn it from a lot of sources. So can we automate common tasks using RPA? Yes, yes, yes. You definitely can. You definitely can. How AI will go with cybersecurity in the coming future? That's a very good question. Uh, Computers are becoming very intelligent inherently. They are gaining a lot of intelligence, and with the technology and with security flaws all across, I don't know how and where they can be applied. They can be applied on both sides, for good and bad both, but it's on us basically how we use it. How is AI used in quantum computing? See, quantum computing is a totally different concept, technically. Right now, we are in the world of silicon chips. So we use processors and all of those. Quantum uses a qubit. So we use just one bit, which is binary, one or zero. Quantum computers use a qubit, which can be one and zero simultaneously. So that way, it has n number of possible values. So that's why it's a very powerful technology. And if quantum computing comes up, like our normal computing is there, then you don't know where it can stop. So this is a drawback if time runs out. I didn't get your question. Okay, my voice is audible. Thank you so much. Nice session. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, no other question, I guess. They're just asking about the feedback. How many days it takes to learn RPA? Okay, okay. So again, I have answered that question. Not much. Okay, we make sure that you understand the entire technology in 12 hours approximately. In fact, Thakur College and we are also trying to develop a session for individuals in RPA and in blockchain. So in case if that comes up, then you will come to know about it. Not a big deal. Okay, okay. I think in the chat, more or less, not many questions are there. I can't find any questions. What are some daily life applications which we can use to automate? You can use it for whatever you want, technically. If you wanted to read your emails, if you wanted to reply to your emails, if you wanted to give you some notification when something specific happens, anything and everything that you want your system to do, RPA can do it for you. आपके system पे कुछ भी कर सकता है, provided it's a Windows PC, because Mac does not provide it with many options. Okay. Can we timely execute RPA? Yes, yes, definitely. If you want, you can just execute it. And if you're getting any hiccups, I'll just share this slide with you. Where is it? Yeah. So if you have any issues, you can just, ping me. I'll help you out. I'll be happy to help you out. Okay, okay. They're just giving feedbacks of the session, I guess.
Pranav sir, people are asking about your PPT. Can we share latest days on a group?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely, we can share it. No problem. Totally.
So all the participant PPT will be available on our WhatsApp group. Thank you. Feedback link is already enabled on our
can
chat.
We set time for a scheduled task? Right, right.
Feedback link is already sent on a chat. People can fill up the feedback and latest they can get an e-certificate.
Definitely. So another question is that can we set time for scheduled tasks? Definitely, you can have time scheduled tasks also. Like RPA can read temperature and everything, it can also read time. And once it reads time, in fact, the system time can also be put into RPA. And right now, I didn't get time to show you the entire flow chart. So generally, the robot that I was trying to execute earlier, उसके अंदर क्या था कि अगर टेम्परेचर बहुत कम हो तो वो आपको सजेस्ट करेगा बहुत ठंडी है बॉस, कपड़े अच्छे से पहन के जाना. If the temperature is very high, it will suggest it is a very high temperature zone. Be careful. So that way you can schedule things, not a problem at all.
There is also one interesting question whether RPA can be used for online supervision. You know, most of them, they are a teacher. So
Yes.
is it possible to have online supervision?
Sir, technically, right now, I don't think it is being used, but definitely, if we integrate image recognition with RPA, it definitely can be used. Definitely.
But then how to identify the copied thing or cheating part or content part here?
So then the cameras are supposed to be so powerful that they can identify what a student is doing, whether he or she is writing in the
The
paper.
students are more smart, so they can decide some of the protocol,
Definitely,
MCQ and all.
definitely. So then our RPA is also going to be a little smart.
Somebody is asking here, then RPA cannot be replaced the professor.
See, guys, all the professors in the house, I also am a professor. So don't worry. No technology can replace us. Obviously, you know, we have the human touch. We are way more intelligent than machines are. So I don't think they can ever replace us. But obviously, in the matter of time, we also need to upgrade ourselves. Like we are having this session here, we need to get into a lot of technology, into a lot of upcoming things, because trust me guys, students are way smarter than us. Okay, they are street smart, they know what is happening in the market. A lot of us don't know what is happening. So if we want to be ahead of them, we need to work hard and we need to upgrade ourselves.
There are quite very interesting questions in a chat. I hope we could have a time and we could have answer most of the question. But again, here's something related to the academics and all this stuff here. So surely all the participants will try to answer some of your question in your WhatsApp group, respective WhatsApp group. I request Pranav sir to join a WhatsApp group and let us stage here. We can develop a good community for RPA, and later stage we can plan for a big event.
Definitely, sir, we can do that. Okay, so with this, I would like to conclude my session. A special thanks to Santosh sir. He has been a very strong support pillar for me since quite some time, like since a lot of years now. And it was great talking to all of you guys here on the chat. And uh, I hope I have fulfilled what you all came for. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, Thakur College, the entire team, principal, vice principal, sir, everyone behind it. Thank you so much. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. I always wonder, to develop a robot, we need to be a scientist. But after attending this session, people with even without a technical background can also create the robot to perform small tasks. It is very nice and informative session. And the best part is we have seen developing how to develop a robot. Thank you, sir, for telling us how technology changed our life, and we need to continuously upgrade ourselves with new skills. And one such technology, RPA, which we will all need to learn. Now, I would like to call upon our Vice Principal, Mr. Sachin Kamble, to deliver a vote of thanks. Over to you, Sachin, sir.
Thank you, Poonam. I'm honored to have the opportunity to offer the vote of thanks to this illuminating session on robotics plus automation, hands-on in UiPath. I offer my heartfelt gratitude to our session guest and speaker, Mr. Pranav Shastri, to spare time and guide us to such an educative session which offers hands-on guide on software controllable process. I take this opportunity to thank our principal, Dr. Mrs. Kaitali Chakraborty, the guiding and motivational force to direct this session. I would also like to thank Dr. Santosh Singh, the convener of the conclave, head of IT and his entire department, who have initiated this course to educate and form the conclave of such eminent speakers for the skill and talent enhancement program. A special thanks to the management of Thakur College of Science and Commerce for helping us to organize such an informative session. Thank you all for sparing your valuable time and making this conclave a huge